Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It's Tuesday, the 21st of April. This is our daily recap. It's been a very, very nasty, choppy day in the markets, and it was nothing compared to yesterday. And what really happened here is you look at the open, we had this gap down this morning because of crude again. You can see it here on the SPY, this big gap down, and the Qs also. And then the Qs were just weaker. They came in and they started selling the Qs right away. Whereas even though the SPY sold off, it didn't go down as far. And if you look at the IWM, well, the IWM here is actually green on the day and is still up. So we kind of have this little bit of divergences setting up here. As far as the SPY goes today, you look at it on a daily chart, and all we did is we came back. We just missed ticking the 21-day. That was our support area. We just missed it down here. There's 170, 150 area, but we're below the 8-day. So what you need to be aware of here is if you're trading is now we took the 8-day back all the way back here on 325, lost it here for 3 days with this island move, and then we took it back again on 4-6. And now we have come back below it. And you can see how choppy this action's gotten, right? What have you created up here potentially on these two candles? Chris is watching. You guys looking at this, look at these two candles. What is this possibly right here? If you look at it, we're doing this live. A balloon, it's an island top, right? These two things are chopped. You gapped up to it and you gapped down off of it, right? So like we have an island here. What do you have here now? Another little island, right? Another little island we've created on this market here, just to be aware of. Trapped. Bunch of longs now trapped in there. You got it. As we go into earnings season, earnings really kick in tonight with Netflix and Texas Instruments and the semis and CMG and Snap, and then a whole bunch more coming up over the next couple of days. I do need a vacation with islands. So that said, today was a very interesting day. One thing we talked about was not chasing the opening 5-minute candles. And if you did that, as much as we liked work today, opening 5-minute candle pop, right? Here was your high up here, just over 30. Never could hold over 30. The next candle opened and dropped. There was no entrance for a long. This was ignored. And that would have saved you on a lot of names. Microsoft today opened up right on the 8-day. Pop, pulled, and it came in. Now, I had a nice little trade on it down in here, but that's it. It was just a quick trade off the lows, and that's all I did on it today. Apple did the same thing. A lot of these names did this, right? Yank on the opening 5-minute candle. Netflix yanked and then came back into, earnings tonight. Roku also holding up with it. But you can see a lot of the names that were leading, the A's and AMDs of the world, they all came in. Now, when you look at these on a daily chart, they don't all look all that bad, right? They don't look completely horrible. AMD came down, went below the 8 days, trying to reclaim it here. Just missed filling this gap. I can't talk today. NVIDIA pulled, came in, did fill that gap and held the 21-day. Microsoft here went below the 8-day, couldn't hold it, fill this gap and now bounced off of it. So you kind of get the idea what was going on here. I do need a vacation. I really do need a vacation. Twilio, let's see, where was our flow? All right. So Take-Two had a nice little flow today. That is a gaming company like Electronic Arts or ATVI, and they bought the May 8th 133 calls. They're looking interesting here. The other flow today was in Lyft. We saw flow into the June 3750 calls. I don't know what they're playing for. I really agree with Vince when he said, what's the catalyst? I don't know. Don't like that one at all. And outside of that, the other flow is tons of flow in USO. USO, guys, I am out. I took the loss on this on the open. This could go to zero at this point. I suggest you all think about very carefully about getting out of this thing and just avoiding it here. It could just stop trading. The only other thing I did today is I covered my crowd calls. I sold the weekly 70 calls at 90 cents against my stock position, and I'll let that just play out here. Worst thing that happens, I get called away on Friday if I let it go, and I get paid just about 71 bucks from 66. Best thing that happens, it closes just under 71, and I keep the 90 cents, and I move on and continue with the trade. If I get called away, I may buy some more shares, or I may just go and buy some calls on it at this point. Bottom line is we have a lot of earnings coming our way tonight, and we'll see how this kind of plays out. But the market today was a messy, choppy disaster. Did not make me want to play heavily. I traded SQQQ for a nice win on the open, grabbed a little bit of CVX on the bounce, made some nice money, and had a quick trade in Microsoft, all with stock today. Didn't trade any options. Boeing, I looked at a couple of times on calls and on puts. I didn't feel either way, and I didn't chase either way. And that's the one thing I don't like to do is when the market gets like this, I don't like to chase. So everybody have a great day and evening. We're going to be live here for earnings this week as we go forward, and I'll catch you guys all in a little bit.